So California's changing how it builds, and it all really comes down to one big idea.
For decades, the state's been fighting traffic. But what if the rules were actually making things worse?
The main rule book for all this is a law you might have heard of called CEQA. The old way was all about level of service. You can think of it like a report card for traffic jams.
This meant good urban housing projects often got blocked, while car-dependent sprawl got a green light.
But then, a new law, Senate Bill 743, came along and totally changed the game.
The focus shifted from traffic jams to a completely new metric, vehicle miles traveled, or VMT.
VMT measures the total amount of driving a project creates. It's about distance, not traffic delay.
The whole point is to build communities where people drive less, which is key for the state's climate goals.
Okay, but how does this actually work? Let's zoom in on what the city of Fresno is doing.
Fresno created a super clear, four-step process for developers to deal with these new VMT rules.
First, developers have to try and lower VMT on-site by using a tool called the Urban Design Calculator.
This means doing things like adding more homes, building better bike networks, and rethinking parking.
But, what if smart design just isn't enough to get the VMT numbers down?
That's where Fresno's second option comes in, a program where you can pay a mitigation fee.
And that fee is set at $295 for every extra VMT a project creates.
All that money gets pooled into a citywide mitigation bank to fund really high-impact projects.
And when they pick projects, VMT reduction is by far the most important factor.
The result? We're talking real infrastructure, like new bus routes and much safer bike lanes.
Now get this. This local idea from Fresno is actually shaping statewide law on the housing crisis.
Two new laws, AB 130 and SB 131, are using this exact model to speed up housing production. They're creating a statewide VMT bank and new CEQA exemptions for housing projects near transit.
So by changing just this one metric, California is trying to build smarter, greener, and a whole lot faster.
California is betting big that this can solve its housing and climate crises at the same time. The question is it the right road to take?